Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the combat continues, as they realize that they are in a lot of trouble this week. So I've said this before, is that you can't win all combats. It is probably the number one reason for TPKs, is that people think, hey, I should be able to win every combat no problem. And the answer is, especially if you're an old school player, is no, you will not just automatically win all combats. In fact, if I was really mean, I would make this very much like a video game where, how many times have you played a video game where you'll fight a monster or you fight a creature and you will just get destroyed and killed multiple times, and you realize, you know what? I need to level up before I can take on this creature. Now, in this game, dying is semi-permanent, so you can't really do that. It sort of takes a very, very light touch from a GM, or don't even light touch and just say, hey, yeah, you will never survive this combat unless you regroup and figure out its weaknesses or come back later. And you will notice, well, they are in trouble this week. They are vastly underestimating what it takes to defeat alchemical golems, and they better regroup and figure out what they need to do really quickly, otherwise they are going to die. And, well, I do have a plan if everyone dies. You know, it is a big circus, and there's lots of other people that can take their place. But let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about how do you handle very tough fights and let the PCs know that they're out of their league. As I said, there's a couple of ways. One, you could just, well, tell them, you know. Another way you can do it, and I do this more often than not, especially if you're online, is you can chat with someone. Usually, I've said it before, sometimes I have what's called a spy on the inside, is that I'll have like one of the PCs that I sort of confide in, and I will just chat with them and say, hey, you should retreat, you're going to die, you need to regroup, or something like that. And they will very, you know, casually mention, hey guys, we gotta go. We're not gonna win this, at least not right now. And that also is something you could do. Again, that's very tricky, because if someone finds out that, you know, there's a spy in their midst, they might not ever trust that PC again. Or better yet, you mix it up. I sometimes do this with all the PCs, so they're all my spies, so you never just tell one person this. Or better yet, just tell all of them, hey, you're gonna die, and make it think that you whispered it to just them, and then they all think they're special. Another way to do it is that, you know, especially if they're gonna do something like gather information or recall knowledge, you can say, hey, yeah, you're level 9, this thing is level 13. You probably don't want to fight it right now, or come back and figure out how to defeat it. That especially works well in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, because they know, well, if they're smart, they know, that anything that's sort of 2 levels over them is going to be pretty damn hard. And if it's 3 levels over, it's near impossible without very good tactics. And if they're fighting 2 of these things that are much higher than them, well, in that case, they're really in trouble. And finally, the most important thing is, if they start to retreat, let them, okay? I don't know how many times I've seen it. And yes, it'd probably be more realistic if the bad guy chases after them and starts killing them as they're trying to run away. But this is a game. It's a story. You're trying to challenge them, not outright kill everyone, unless that's what your PCs want. If you want to be bloodthirsty savages and just have them coup de grace your PCs left and right, so be it. But what I usually let them do is I usually let the monsters sort of get distracted or just do strange attacks or strange abilities so that the PCs get a chance to escape and regroup. And, well, you're going to see what happens this week, because they're in a lot of trouble and they're going to die if they don't get their act together. So I guess see how they handle it this week and think about how you and your group might have handled a very similar situation. If the answer is, oh, we would have died, then you might want to, like, talk to the people in your group and think about maybe you have to figure out better strategies. Or if you're a GM and said, oh, these guys would have died, then maybe you as a GM need to help guide the PCs a little more so that they don't suicide themselves left and right. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. Show notes this week, a few things. PAX Unplugged, which is in Philly in about a week. I will be there, so if you want to say hi, let me know, and I will say hi to you. And you can ask me questions all about Battlezoo Bestiary and the Dragon Book and the Adventure Path and, well, anything else you want. Also, by the time you listen to it, it might be too late, but do enter the RPG Superstar contest if there is time. And if there is not time, do check out the RPG Superstar contest because then you can vote. That's right, public voting is first. And people have asked me, oh, well, it's just a popularity contest. No, it is not a popularity contest. I'm going to actually tell you how the voting works. First, all the monsters are voted on by the public. I also have algorithms in the voting mechanisms that will kick out too many votes for one monster. For example, if one monster gets thousands of votes and the average number of votes for everyone else in the 200s, I know someone's stuffing the ballot and we adjust for that. So there's no way for your friends to go in and vote for one monster and give it all 10s out of 10s. That's something else we do, is that we do throw out some of the outliers and we try to do what's called weighted average. So I did this last time. It worked really, really well, and we're doing it again. The other thing is the public vote only counts for a certain percentage of the total vote. There's several more rounds. The public just sort of helps with the initial sorting and figuring out, what monsters are what. Then the judges will vote on the monsters afterwards. And here's the thing. The judges, they have no idea what any of the votes were. Their votes are completely blind. They can't see how any of the other judges vote. They can't see how the public votes. Everyone is voting in a vacuum. And then finally, all the votes are tallied, they're weighted, and then we figure out this special magic formula as to where each monster ranks, from grand prize all the way down to copper. So for those of you who wonder, okay, it's just a popularity contest, I'm not even going to enter a monster. No, enter a monster, trust me. I worked on this very hard to make sure that this would be fair to everyone. It worked out really, really well last year. I have a feeling it's going to work out really well again this year. We took great steps to prevent stuffing the ballots or unfair voting. Also, by the time you listen to this, the Foundry VTT for Battlezoo Bestiary and Pathfinder 2nd Edition should either be out or just about out. So be on the lookout for that. You can get it at battlezoo.com. It is pretty cheap. It's the entire book. And more importantly, the people who programmed this module are the same ones who actually write Foundry. So they went crazy and they put in as many tools, bells, and whistles as possible. We made this an excellent module. So it just, pretty much does everything you need it to do. So check that out at battlezoo.com. And of course, as usual, do check out Jason's Talking Combat column, which he writes about every single show at battlezoo.com. Check out the Discord channel where you can chat with us, discuss Battlezoo, discuss the contest, play games. That's at discord.rollforcombat.com. And of course, do check out the Patreon where you can watch us play the shows live, chat with us, and more importantly, you get the shows early. And that's just patreon.rollforcombat.com. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you found a trap. A deadly trap. A trap that would have shot you full of needles. Not just needles, but poison needles. But Atron found and was able to disarm the needles using crafting. That's right.
Yeah.
Crafting.
Woo!
My main squeeze out there with the crafting.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
That's right. No thievery allowed here. No. Atron found rocks and pebbles and stuffed them in the little holes and jammed them so that when they tried to shoot their little needles, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, a human witch of curses.
There you go. And then you came into a room that's a central chamber. There's lots of broken mud and garbage on the ground, looks fairly well worn. There's also, in the southern side, a hole that looks like it bores straight up a shaft, something like 45 feet up in the air. And the ceiling in this room is 20 feet tall. And you're like, oh, this is cool. And then as soon as you came in, what happened? Alchemical golems. Your favorite. But these are special alchemical golems. They have tubes and wires, and they look like they're ancient. They're not like, freshly made off the factory floor. These are like Aerodin level alchemical golems. So the things they're pumping you full of is really not fresh anymore. That well past the expiration date. So, yeah. In fact, let's see. Everyone is enfeebled except Darius. Darius is sickened 2. Clumsy 1. Alhara's enfeebled 1. Riley's enfeebled 1. Hap is enfeebled 2. And, Atron's enfeebled 1 too. Yeah, look. But they have a little star on them. What's the star from? I forgot. That was from something, a benefit of some sort.
Yeah,
What did you give yourself?
Oh, I have resist energy from Hap.
Oh,
that's right. You resist acid, I think.
Acid.
Yep.
Acid. And then you did a little knowledge, I think.
Yep.
You did, Mr. Atron. And you found out... I don't know. What did you find out? Do you remember what you found out? I don't remember what you found out.
It was a big roll.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varus, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Because they were so old, I had some trouble, but knew basically they were alchemical golems. So I knew they're golems, but I think I knew...
You learned which element
resistance.
not to hit, to not hit them with, but you didn't learn which one they're weak to.
Lauren Sake is playing Hap, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
Yeah, I basically found out don't use...
Something?
Yeah, since it's been a while, can you remind us what the ones to not use are?
I don't know. I think maybe it was something using energy. One of those.
Come on, it's been a while.
Oh, this is why you gotta take notes. Rob, did you take notes? Or do I have to tell you?
I honestly have nothing written.
All right. I will be nice to you. They're healed by acid. There you go. Acid.
There you go.
I actually did also tell you that casting a shatter spell or critting them, because Alhara was going to try to rip out their innards and smash them to pieces, but you saw they're pretty well protected. So you're going to have to hit them really hard. But if you do that, if you hit them really hard or cast a very high level shatter spell, you should start breaking their internal mechanisms and have things exploding inside of them. I'm sure you all have shatter remembered.
Yeah,
ready
no.
to go. No?
Yep.
Okay.
And I do want to remind us that if Atron has resist acid, that means that I also gave it to a second person. And I think that was Alhara.
Was it?
Was it? Because I didn't
Yes.
put a little token on her.
I said the word I think, but really what I'm saying is I know that I did. I just didn't want to be all aggressive
fine.
about it.
There's a little icon. Oh, she's got 2. Oh, now she has none. Up there she has 1.
I was
There
putting
we
it on
go.
myself.
You're the only person. Vanessa,
What?
you're going to get an extra hero point. You got 2 hero points. That's
Oh,
right.
Awesome.
Because you make the GM's life much easier.
Aw.
Because you're one of the only people I know who manages their own icons in Roll20.
I mean,
Well,
I'd
yeah.
do it.
So maybe now everyone else will. So everyone else has 1 hero
Oh,
point.
jeez.
But Vanessa
Word.
has 2.
Because Steven
you.
noticed this time.
I didn't notice. I always noticed it, but now I felt like rewarding it. Because maybe that will make people do their own stuffs. And
Well,
Darius...
now we're definitely not going to do it because we'll never get the 0 point again.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. In fact, if you do it a couple of times in a row, I will automatically give you a hero point.
All right, I'll let you know. I've been doing it the whole time, but okay.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we do. Yep.
Nope. Sometimes. Darius, you are huge.
I am.
And you are gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him in the icon. Look at him. He's so big. Look, I'm going to actually make him really big. Look at this. Oh my god, is that too big?
One day.
Hold on, that's next
One
level.
day I will be, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's the next level of the spell is that.
Well, if he ever gets that big, then I'm going to have to start increasing the size of the monsters.
Go ahead.
Alchemical-
I can still fight them.
Alchemical Golem number 1.
I can't wait to
Oh,
watch you
jeez.
Titan wrestle a dragon.
I'm going to punch you in the mouth.
All right, so it's right next to Alhara. Hey, Alhara. It's going to step out one to get a little better view of you.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Jeez.
I'm going to hit you full of chemicals.
Yeah,
Here,
don't
the
do
first
that.
hit's free.
No thanks. I don't want
Oh, there's a 41
Oh my God.
hit.
it. Oh gosh.
I'm sorry. You got an extra
Wow.
hero point. I only do 2d10 plus 8 points of damage. So what's
Doubled.
34 points of damage.
I can't believe this golem has a Mickey Mouse voice. That is
Yeah,
just
we need
bizarre.
to oil its vocal chambers, obviously.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's right, I'm going to kill you. Oh, by the way, the extra additional damage, that was electricity, and it hits you for... Ooh, that's not good. Let me double check that. Yep, that was an extra 18 points of electricity. Too bad you didn't put that on you.
Jeez.
I'm gonna pull my headset off while they're talking. Just remind me next time.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Now the vocal chamber wasn't working correctly, so now I'm going to attack you again.
Jesus.
Oh, 21. That totally misses. Oh,
These are some
okay.
chatty golems. I love it.
Let's see. Do they actually have can they actually talk? No, they can't. They don't have any voice. You think this is what they're saying through gesture and expression. They're like dogs. You're like, wow, this is what I think I hear. So the Mickey Mouse voice, blame yourself. That's what you hear in your brain. That's not me.
Hey, I'm not gonna blame myself.
I'm
Steven.
definitely not gonna blame myself.
I
on
think
that
we all
one.
know who to blame for that.
Well, in that case, let's roll random 1d3. Let's 1d3. So whenever we do 1d3s of who's going to be attacked randomly.
Every
we
time
go-
you roll random, you land up on Riley.
Right,
Literally
because we
every
go
time.
around 1 is Darius, because it's a clock. 2 is Alhara, and 3 is Riley. So Riley is going to get the
Yeah.
syringe.
Every
Oof.
time you roll, it's Riley.
Barely hits Riley. Barely. 19 points of damage.
Oof.
And number 4 is fire damage. 8 points of fire.
Is that 8 additional?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the syringe does 2d6. And then what type of damage it is, it's random because it's just pumping you full of chemicals. And then it's going to go again.
Oh, did you say fire damage against him?
Yes.
Oh,
there's
good.
a-
He resists.
There you go. So I was waiting for you to wake up. Up, now it's going to attack Darius because it rolls a 1. And it's just a random golem just attacking everything in sight. 35.
Hit.
Oh.
23 points of damage. Number 5 is poison. 7 points of poison damage.
7 points.
7 points. Up, 3 is Riley again. Last syringe.
Surely the third attack won't hit.
It missed.
Oh, good. He's such a good boy.
Darius, you're up.
So I only took 7. I took 23 and 7.
You took 23 plus 7. You took 30
Yeah.
points of damage.
Yeah, 30 points of damage.
Yes.
All right, let me subtract.
Make sure to take your fast healing.
Oh, fast healing had
10.
10. All right, so then that's going to be only 13 off. All right. I first mountain stronghold. Second, as I brace against the ground, I grapple number 2 with an athletics check.
Wow.
You actually have a minus to your athletics because you're like, aren't you? Because you're clumsy.
Not clumsy,
No.
but
No,
Oh, he doesn't have
Clumsy's
enfeebled.
dex, not strength. Thank you. I'm not enfeebled,
Oh, you're right.
but I am sticking 2.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess.
Yes. No, it's acrobatic, stealth, and thievery. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stack. It's a -2 anyhow.
Yeah.
All right. You're trying to grab this thing?
Yes,
25, 23 against its what?
it's athletics DC.
Oh, against
I'm
its
sorry,
athletic-
fortitude DC. Sorry,
Is it fortitude, do you say?
whirling throw.
It's going to be high.
You fail.
Oh. It's not smaller than me. Darn it. Okay.
Nope. It's the same
Well,
size as you.
you did roll a 6. I mean,
I did roll a 6. That's fine. I missed with the grab, and I will now flurry of blows because let's do it.
You're gonna do it? Do it to it?
Do it, laws.
Oh, man.
I heard something. I just didn't. There it is.
23. That's,
Flanking.
-2, +2.
Plus 2.
Nope. Not even close. You rolled a 5 or something.
Whiff.
And then
whiff
you rolled...
down.
that's bad rolls, man.
Bad
Oh,
rolls.
jeez.
Yeesh.
Oh well. All done.
Happity hap, you're up.
yeah, let's start with, alright, Riley, get him! And I give Riley an order to begin using Jaws attacks. 25?
Against?
Armor class?
Not even close.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's go for another. Nope. If 25 didn't do it, 23 sure doesn't.
Not
Alright.
even close.
I want to test which energy I can throw at them, so I'm gonna do a produce flame at the alchemical golem in front of Darius.
Number 2.
Just a little whip a little ball and just chuck it over there. 27.
Miss.
Alright, well that's 3 for me.
It's actually 26, because
Cause what?
Alhara's in the way.
Okay.
You still missed.
I take up so much space.
You guys are realizing these things are pretty nimble and quick, or they're very
Yeah.
tough. They
They're
actually have
super
a big...
tough.
Well, you saw what they look like. They actually covered in super strong alloys, and it looks like it's otherworldly. So you're like, uh-oh.
Don't destroy them. They're ancient.
They are ancient.
No, seriously. Yeah, no, I'm going to destroy him.
I know.
We'll see.
Okay, I am super hurt, but whatever.
Don't do whatever. If you're hurt, get out of there.
Ah! You're
Leave.
Paul Rubens.
Ah.
Ooh.
That's a Buffy movie
All right, well, the one thing I
reference.
don't have, the one thing I don't have right now, which makes me sad, is panache, because I want to do some cool stuff. But what I do have is this dagger. So here's what she's going to do. She's going to quick draw and use the dagger on this one that she is flanking with Darius, because it will be at least flat-footed. And that's a really good thing with the dagger. 32 against this flat-footed armor class.
Well. Somebody ate their Wheaties today.
All right, and I also deal some sneak attacks. Let me throw that on there. Ooh, 1 whole additional point. Yes, multi-class rogue was the best thing.
Give me your full damage.
Resistance.
Full damage looks like 10 whole points because I don't have any precision from panache yet.
Really?
But guess who's about to get some?
10 points, you say?
10 points.
Well, I
Uh-oh.
got good news and bad news.
What?
Good news is you hit.
Uh-oh.
Bad news is you did 0 damage as it
What?
bounces right off of its armor. This thing is phenomenally strong and resistant to your weak dagger slashing piercing attack thing.
We need the good shit medal.
I need good shit metal. Alright, crap. Well, I have 2 moves left. So I will do what Alhara does both and trip both these fools. I'm actually going to roll against this one in between myself and Darius. Because I want to do really well. So that is -4 or -5 as it's a secondary attack. So that's 30 against its reflex DC.
30? And
Mhm.
anything because you're enfeebled?
Nope, enfeeble doesn't affect... Oh, I guess it does affect athletics. Darn it, 29?
Barely
Yeah.
trip it.
I forgot that enfeeble does that. I'm so mad.
I didn't forget.
You didn't forget.
I did not.
Alright. Crap. Alright, we're
Well,
gonna
the
try...
good news is if you use your
Insurance?
it doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to try against the other one. So I'm going to try to use Assurance over here, and that's a total of 25 against its reflex DC.
25.
25.
Not even close. You kick it
Yeah.
and it just ignores you
Okay.
completely.
Well, at least now I know. And that's it.
You barely made it with your 30.
Well, the good news is I
barely.
now have Panache, so I can do a lot more damage in next turn.
Oh boy, Atron.
Atron will spread their arms out as raven feathered wings appear, and as they bring their arms together, the feathers go flying over Alhara for another life boost, because that's what I do. So you get fast healing 10 for 4
Oh.
rounds.
Thank you.
And then Ataran immediately follows up. I want to throw something at the alchemical golem. Can I throw some detritus whatever from the room at it?
If you're using, there's
Telekinetic? Great.
Telekinetic. There's tons of debris
Great.
in this room.
Ataran chants, I rule of Voldic, and sends, because there's like a pulley system or something in there, so we'll say like a big old piece of wood, because I want to bash this thing.
Yeah, just tons of wood.
29.
You hit.
Sweet.
27 points. Is that bludgeoning damage you said?
Oh, yes.
Full damage.
Boom.
You hit it and
Wow.
pieces go flying, and you're like, oh, there's the ticket.
Ataran just says, I think we need a particular medal, so just try to bash it and break all the chemical components, the containers.
I'll try to
Mhm.
bash it again.
That's the end of my turn.
Uh-oh. Alchemical golem number 1.
No, I don't like you.
He has no other people to attack. Hey, well, at least I'm not using the Mickey Mouse voice anymore because
Yeah.
that module got fixed after you
Oh, good.
tried to trip me. I logged
Kicked it back
in.
into place.
You
That's
kicked it
good.
back into place. Thanks for that, little girl.
Hello, I am going to attack you.
Oh, but I will
Ah.
attack you.
Oh, jeez,
Oh.
Is
come
that
on.
a critical hit? I forget.
Yes,
I don't know
yes,
how
you
that
giant
works.
Holy
freaking jerk.
crap!
What? Is that a
Oh
lot
my
of damage? I can't tell. Is that 38 points of damage?
You,
Oh my
you crit me on a
God.
13. You rolled 13 and crit me. What is this?
Okay, well, the good news is I am injecting you with pure filth. So give me a fortitude
Filth?
save. Yeah,
Pure
filth.
What's
filth?
filth damage?
Filth is fortitude save.
26?
You make it.
Yay!
You're like, I've had Haps cooking. I've had worse.
Hap doesn't cook. What are you
38
talking
points.
about?
That's exactly right. That's why you've had worse.
You definitely shouldn't have eaten that if you thought it was my food I cooked.
That means I need at least either an 11 or 12 to hit.
Okay, one more. Here we go. I'm gonna try to attack you. Oh,
These
I
things are
hit.
tough.
Oh, good.
34
Just a
points of
regular.
damage.
I'm
That
down.
ain't good. You're down. Up, more filth. Give me a sickness. Give me a fort save.
27.
Up, you're fine. The filth is not affecting you. Up, time to move over to these two. Alhara is down. Down, I tell you. All right. Alchemical golem that's on the floor. No. It gets back up, stands up.
Hold on. Hold on.
What? I can still stand up.
Let's see if I crit you.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you will.
Do I? 30.
A 30. You barely hit me.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, it's not a crit. Oh, wait.
Not a
Did you
crit.
do electricity damage on me?
1 point.
1 point. Guess what?
Heals it by 1?
No, it doesn't do anything because I'm immune to it.
Oh, okay.
13 points.
So be it.
Boom! Pieces of it go flying off, hitting Alhara in the face, bouncing off of her unconscious head. She doesn't even know what's going on. And now it randomly decides to attack somebody. A 2 is Darius. Hello, Darius.
I thought I was... Oh, right. I get the
1,
clock changed.
2, 3, 4. No, it's actually 1 and 2 went to Darius, 3 and 4 went to Riley.
Yeah.
Hello. Does a 35 hit you?
Yes.
Take 19 points of damage and give me a fort save. Oh, does a
Oops.
critical fail work?
Nope.
Nope. You are sickened 2. Guess what?
I'm already sickened too.
Hey! Can't get any more sick, can ya? Hey, that was like, hey, you know what? Joke's on you! I'm already throwing up! Oh, another 35!
20 points.
20 points. Plus 9 points of acid damage. Oopsie.
Oh, not doing good.
Nope. Not doing well. Darius,
Alright.
you're up. Oh my god, dude, you're down to 9 hit points,
Well,
Darius?
now I have 19 because of Ataran's healing.
You
Yay!
guys better start killing these things.
Yeah, we should.
Or
Yeah,
leave.
I know. Before we were just like waving at them.
Or leave.
May as well have been.
That too.
Alright, let's strike. That's it. Mountain Stronghold. And I think what I can do for what I'd like to do is perhaps a little weapon surge. Mountain Stronghold, and I gather some red energy in my hand and increases the number of dice by 1 to a maximum of 3. Let me see if this is weapon dice. I don't think this is super heightened yet. That's +1 to hit, and the weapon deals an extra additional die damage. Okay, here we go. As I flurry for the first shot. I need to hit at the 25 technically, but
You rolled a
plus
6.
yeah, it's over.
You gonna re-roll?
Well, I'm going to get a second shot. It's not true strike.
Okay.
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
But your second shot was a 20.
Yeah, it's
Two.
all over.
Man,
That's it.
you guys have to start hitting. That's it? What did you do? Did you use
Mountain
the
Stronghold,
three-
Weapon
Oh,
Surge,
got it.
Strikes.
Got it. Hap, you're up.
Alright, well, real talk. This is about to be a TPK. Do we leave?
If you can get people out, go for it.
I can put Alhara in the bag of holding and start leaving. I can use one
I
action.
can teleport out.
Can you?
Well, to a place I can see.
Okay. Alright. I use
If I'm alive.
I use one action to heal Alhara. I'll just use the first level because we don't know what's coming up. Okay, 8 points of positive energy.
Before you do that, I'd like to remind you that I have fast healing and will heal at the beginning of my turn anyway.
Okay, that's actually very helpful. Thank you for that reminder. Alright, I will pull out the bag of holding. I'll put Alhara in it. And I'll start moving backwards. 5, 10... Well, actually, I guess I just have to go back to here because they probably can't get through there. So yeah, I'll back up. And then Riley gets one action. He's going to tumble through to try and get past these golems. So here's an acrobatics check. I don't know what he needs, but, you know, rolling a 5 on the die as we've been doing, you know, probably isn't going to do it.
I don't know what that's against, but probably not.
Reflex DC, so it's reflex plus 10.
Yeah, its reflex would
nope.
have to be 13, so
Nope.
there's no way.
But he just gets stopped, right? That's all that
Yeah,
happens.
but that's all he got, so he's probably dying here.
Atron is up.
Atron's gonna try again before moving, so Atron chance. Arrow Lavodic. 29 again?
You hit.
20 damage this time.
Yeah, that one's not looking too good. That one's all banged up. Big dents in it, little leaks coming out.
And then Atron just turns and gives a nod to Hap, and we'll back up into where the hallway used to be 10 feet.
Do you want to take the bag of holding so I don't have to worry about it?
No, he can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I
run.
can.
No, he can't.
Oh.
That's 2 actions. Alhara, you're up.
Yay, I'm gonna be conscious.
You're inside the bag of holding. Well, now you wake up. You're like, what? I'm dead.
Yeah, she's gonna
I
be
can only go
very, very much in pain and very confused. And wait, am I out of? I think I'm out of heal potions. We should have bought some of those. Well, so she spends one turn looking for healing potions, and then realizes she remembers this place, and her second turn trying to get out of the bag of holding. Which I just used an escape action. I don't know if I have to roll it. Bloop.
I think it's automatic. I'm just looking to see how many potions and stuff you have.
Atron just says, come back, we will heal. Hopefully they cannot follow.
Yeah, this isn't the time for, like, a piddly little potion.
Alhara, you have 2 lesser healing potions.
Not in my inventory list.
I have the master inventory list that I've been using for the whole, that like everyone has access to. You'll have 2 lesser healings, 2 lesser anti-plague, 1 lesser antidote, 1 greater leaper's elixir, 1 quickness.
All right, you'll have to copy paste it or something. I'll just drink one of the whatever it is I've got. Then how much does it heal?
Lesser healing, whatever that is.
Let me look that up. Sorry, I have everything I actually have in my inventory on my list.
Lesser healing is 2d8 plus 5.
Thanks.
There you go.
I have 1 left.
All right,
So
she
that's
uses that instead of
actions.
escaping. So she's still in the bag. Oh, I guess pull one out and drink one is 2
2
actions.
actions,
and then-
correct.
I don't know, am I still prone? Do I have to stand inside the bag?
You're like floating in the bag.
Okay, well then I'll escape on my 3rd.
Okay. Although all your gear is back over here. Whatever you're
Yeah.
holding in your hands.
I'll have to, well, I mean, the dagger is anyway.
Alchemical Golem. I hope people can get to Darius. We will see. Number 1 goes. Oh, Tex Riley. 39.
Oh my god.
38 points damage. And also does. What is that? 3 is electricity damage. So 18 points of electricity damage to Riley.
Okay.
Attacks again. That's Darius. 35.
Hit.
15 points of damage. And hey, guess what? Sickness. You want to do a fort save? Doesn't matter. You don't need to.
Why? Oh, because it can't go past 2?
You can't go worse. And then last attack on Riley. 33. Barely hits. That's 19 points of damage. And 2 points of cold.
Okay, Riley dies.
Now, you can bring Riley back. So, where does Riley go initiative? Because Riley dies, so does Riley and Hap move above the golem?
No, nothing changes.
No, man, well...
Because he's a minion.
Riley is a minion. He doesn't even go to the dying condition. He just dies.
No, that's not true. Not unless I say he can go to dying condition.
Okay. Well, then he can go to the dying condition.
There you go. I think that's a bad rule. Because he's your pet, so he goes to dying. Just like anyone else. And now Chemical Golem number 2 goes. Well, not a lot of decisions here.
Nope.
There's only one person here. One person still standing. He's going to syringe you.
Hit.
Hit!
And I'm down.
And you're down.
Boy.
Alright. And then it goes here, and it sort of stops because it can't even get out. Hap is up.
Yeah, I need a moment to plan. I'd like to avoid a TPK, or at least I'd like to avoid Darius and Riley just straight up dying.
Do you want to dismiss the enlarge spell on Darius?
I will, but that's an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the action to spend. I want to take a minute to look at my spells and see if I have anything at all I can do.
You have heal spells, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Is Darius within 30 feet of me from here?
But it's more important to dismiss and the enlarge so he can teleport into this corridor.
I could do both.
Okay, well, that works.
All right.
He could.
So,
I shouldn't tell you. I had the solution. But...
All right, so here's the situation. I can choose one to save. Either Riley or Darius.
I'm still fast healing.
Listen. I spend 2 actions to heal Darius. I'm going to use a 5th level spell to do it.
I have fast healing.
He has fast healing. He'll be up on his turn.
Okay.
So why don't you heal Riley?
Better. Okay, here's what I'll do then. I'll spend 2 actions to
I can't
cast...
teleport. Sorry.
Why can't you teleport?
I can't teleport Riley with me.
You can't?
It says you teleport up to a distance you could use to be within your line of sight.
You take Riley and you throw Riley.
That actually is what I wanted you to do.
I'm going to whirling throw Riley to you and then teleport.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a Fang Ball Special.
All right. Here's... I think the puzzle
It's
is
a
solved.
Furball Special.
I think the puzzle is solved. God damn it, but you can't ready to cast it. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. All right. With 1 action, I dismiss the spell on Darius. With 2 actions, I ready a spell. I ready a 1-action spell. When Darius throws Riley at me, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Pet Cache and catch him with the Pet Cache.
Won't he still be dying?
Yes, or he can take damage while he's, when he lands. Like...
Oh, I see. You're going to, catch him into an extra dimensional space so he takes no damage?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, I like that idea. That's so cool.
He's only a dying 1.
Yeah, so, theoretically...
I actually, by the way, this is total aside.
I thought you were going to cast a 1-action heal on him and just, high-five him with a heal spell right before he lands.
Is that... That's actually smarter. Maybe I'll do
Right
that.
Remember, you could also use the heal as an area because it won't heal the golems.
Yeah, but the Riley's 35 away and there's a wall in between me and Riley, so I can't actually cast anything on Riley.
Yeah, until he gets thrown to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Or you move up and you don't dismiss it to...
or how about this?
Darius.
You have to, otherwise you can't teleport.
True.
No, I use the one action to,
Or he teleports
dismiss a
up.
spell on Darius. And then I'll ready to cast a healing high five on Riley when he comes flying at me.
Teleporting into unknown space with no hit points sounds like a bad idea.
True. Ah.
Yeah, but there's this space right in front of me, right?
Flee to the next encounter.
Well, as a total aside, I did not know that minions. In my mind, there's two types of minions. Okay, and this I would have done no matter what. I'm not being a baby or giving you like.
I know you're not. It does say GM discretion overall.
Yeah, and actually, I've discussed this. I've actually discussed this with Paizo in the past. If you're doing a summon minion, they die. That's it. Like a summoned minion dies. Period. When they die, they're done. Because actually, all they do is go back. They don't actually even die. But if you're gonna have a pet or a champion or something like this, no way. That's like total BS. Because then you're gonna be too scared to use them, and you're gonna always be terrified. Because if they can, that's a detriment. And that's and I also am a softie because I love pet classes. Like, that's all I play in MMOs. That's all I play is the hunter. So I am total pet class PC at heart. So I'm like, no way. Like, if you have a pet, it has the same conditions as you. It has dying and all that. I will say the one thing is you don't move down like you would if you're dying. So obviously it could end up being like, that's the bad thing, is that the golem or the bad person can go again and just beat the crap out of the person who's already dead because their initiative doesn't move. So and you have to but it doesn't matter because you have a owner who hopefully can do things like you're doing. End of rant, but that's how I always would have done it no matter what, even if this wasn't happening. So there you go. So what are you doing, Hap? You're dismissing the spell and then readying an action to catch
heal.
Riley.
Well, no, to cast heal when he is thrown at me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll
you
probably
go.
take some damage, and Riley will too. But as long as the heal comes off, he'll stop dying.
All right. Atron?
Atron gestures to Chilagosh on their shoulder. Chilagosh, please. And some of the violet black energy comes up from Chilagosh as I use my... where is it? Familiar focus. So I regain a focus point. So I'm back up to 2. And really and truly, Atron walks a bit forward, sees how close it is to the doorway now, and then walks back to where they are because they don't want to risk getting too close. And I think that's it. So, wasted action, I guess.
Alhara,
Yeah.
you're up.
Alright, well, I'm going to take my 10 hit points. Yay, Raven Feather Wings. I escaped, so I'm out of this thing. I have 3 whole actions. Vision doesn't do me any good because it's different fast healing. Crap.
Riveting.
Well, I'm trying to think what I can do. I can't do much.
Why don't you help me catch Riley? Why don't you try to catch Riley?
I mean... Oh, I see. Alright, so I'm going to move into this square here, and I will ready an action to catch Riley so he doesn't take any damage if he comes this way.
Dead Darius is up. Darius is up.
Darius is up. 10 hit points. Darius grabs Riley.
One action.
Whirling throw Riley to this square right here.
Okay. How does that work?
I make a grapple check against an unconscious creature. I'm assuming that's
automatic.
how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's automatic. But then how does the throw work?
And then the throw.
Mm-hmm.
I make I make a throw. You can throw the creature in distance up to 10 feet, plus 5 feet time your strength modifier, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, go 20 feet.
Okay, is that automatic?
I make an athletics check against a foe's
An
fortitude
unconscious
DC.
character automatically fails, saves. So his DC would be, 0s.
No, the thing is, it just happens. I grab the restrained creature for a distance.
Okay.
The grab is, modified by regular grab modifiers. But it makes a save, right?
All right, I'll take care of all this.
If it critically fails,
yeah, what are you doing?
So I make a.
I think you can stop making stuff. I think it happens.
Okay.
What's the name of it? I just want to look it up. Whirling
It's
throw?
called Whirling Throw. On a critical success, I throw the creature and it lands prone. On a success, I throw the creature. Failure, I don't throw the creature. Critical failure, I don't throw and it's no longer grabbed or restrained.
Fine.
So you're saying
Whirling
creatures-
throw. You propel, restrain. Okay, fine. You throw the creature, fine. So attempt athletics and
Right.
fortitude. So okay, fine. So you take one action. You grab Riley.
Right, a second
take
action.
a second action,
And throw
which
Riley.
is your athletics check against the DC,
Right, which
and you can say they're
automatically-
completely unconscious and dead, and he's
It'd be a
an
critical
ally.
success.
So we'll say critical success.
And then Alhara is going to use the reaction to try and catch him.
Okay, so Riley's about to land next to Riley, to Alhara.
So if Alhara catches him, can she just push him back behind me?
One thing at a time,
You want a
Okay,
reflex
okay.
check or athletics?
whichever you prefer. Doesn't matter.
30.
Reflex check. More
Dead
than enough.
average.
I'd say it's more than enough for you to catch him so he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll catch him. And because that was a reaction, I don't think I can do much else.
Nope. So you catch him.
Third action, I do Abundant Step and teleport to a square I can see.
Ooh.
So there's that sort of low, deep heartbeat as Darius closes his eyes and woof, woof, appears here.
You can't see to the end of the hall.
No, I can't. That's as
Okay.
far as I could see. I could see into Alhara's square, technically. But I don't know if I can go into your square.
No, I came here to catch
Well-
Riley because I figured you probably couldn't throw
Actually,
him
he
past here.
can because he's prone.
Oh,
Oh,
then
sure,
I
okay.
will go right there.
So you can go in.
Alright, cool.
So you're like, Boonk, hello, sister.
What? Oh, gross. I don't want you at that angle.
Gross.
Alchemical Golem number 2 goes.
Gross.
So do I get to use the reaction to give Riley a heal, or is he in front of Alhara?
Well, how far is Riley? What are you trying to? Tell me what you're trying to do. You're trying to heal. What
Well-
do you need to do?
Well, Alhara caught him
Yes.
and then bounced him 5 feet in front of her.
No, I'm just trying to say, what are you trying to do?
I just need to touch him. So
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, so I can throw a
Fine,
heal
you
on
can
him.
touch him.
Okay. He gets 3 hit points and stops dying.
There you go. That's all I was asking. All right. Chemical Golem number 1 goes. What does it do? Okay, Alchemical Golem number 1 walks into its alcove. And Alchemical
that's
Golem
nice.
number 2 walks into its alcove.
I like that.
And Hap is up.
Alright, I'll put Riley in a pet kosh.
Okay.
You don't want to heal him?
I just did. I put 3 hit points on him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed it.
You didn't actually put 3 hit points on him.
Alright, there they are. And then I send him to an extra dimensional space.
Fair enough. Still your turn. Where's that at?
Are we
Is that
still
everything?
in initiative? I think
Yeah, we're still initiative till you tell me you're running away or something.
I'm running away. Is anyone else running away?
Oh, yeah. No, we're heading
out.
out.
Atron. So you're just gonna leave this whole area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Once people get out of the hallway, I want Atron to move in, see if I can attack them.
Yeah, you're out of initiative. Because I mean, you could attack from range. Who knows? But you don't know what's going on. But these things did sort of dissipate because once you left, and they were like, "Oh, okay," and they kind of went back to their reset positions. There you go.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, let's not go back in there.
Telekinetics only 30 feet. Yeah, so Atron, oh, no. As people are moving in, Atron briefly walks into the hallway and seems to be judging distance, and then will follow everyone back in the room. Yeah. I can try to hit them, but if they are too far away, I will have difficulty.
Can we go back to town and get a good meal now?
We can rest here. I do not know that we should go back to town already.
Oh,
Well-
I hate needles.
Yes, I should look those over.
I will tell you, there's only one other quote room. It looked like from when Darius was on his back dying, looking literally up the shaft, because you're right below it, because the shaft is this dotted line here. You could see the Aeon Orb and see at least the light flickering.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
it went, like, this shaft goes right to the top,
That's good.
which you also could see.
Might be able to bypass it.
I mean, I can also just fly you all to the top.
That's true.
Well, either way, we should.
I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be cheesy, but I mean, now we're kind of running out of options where cheese is all we got.
Do you want to rest up near the statue that's broken, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be safe in there.
We should heal up and then decide.
At least we'll be out of the sun.
Yes. Yeah, so we go back up the stairs to where the broken statue... I can't remember what it was. Tendriculus or whatever? Plant creature thing?
It was Aridin.
No.
No, the
We
creature.
fought a creature.
It was a roper.
Roper.
Roper, thank you.
I forgot about that Roper.
Ataran is not hurt. Ataran spends time chatting with Sheila Ghost to regain their focus.
Atron, as usual. Hey, Sheila Ghosh.
Staying in the back.
So we
seen a
rest
good
up.
Movie lately. You rest up.
Battle medicine for everybody.
Everybody gets the heals.
Can anyone remember the last fight that Alhara didn't get downed in?
No. We need to invest in some defensive stuff, definitely.
I mean, are there...
No.
We need some options, because we can't keep going every fight with Alhara getting downed.
Okay.
Alhara or somebody else. Like, and this isn't on Alhara, it's just, this is what keeps happening.
Yeah, we should stop fighting extreme encounters. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't think that was extreme.
It was
No,
severe.
it felt
It
real
was
extreme.
severe. Severe
Yeah,
9.
Severes are tough. Yeah.
Severe's tough.
Severe
Yeah, but what
9,
was the
okay.
Roper? What was the Roper?
That
Well,
wasn't.
I'm going to tell you something.
Roper wasn't too bad.
It was creature 10. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I mean, that's a 10th level. I'm going to tell you something. Okay? And this is a problem with the module. So this is one of those modules, and I hate when they do this, is there's 3 towers. You can go to the towers in any order. Because of that, the first tower you're going to go to is probably going to be harder. And then the second tower, when you're another level up, is probably going to be easier.
Are you
And then
serious?
the last tower is probably going to be much easier. Yeah, that's very similar. Any non-linear adventure path, when I ran Kingmaker, that was a massive problem throughout. Because how the hell do you balance something
Well,
non-linear?
you say all the monsters in this are elite. All the monsters in the first one you do are not elite. Whatever the opposite of elite is. Done.
Weak.
Well, I didn't make anything elite. These were just regular
No,
monsters.
no. I'm not saying you did.
From a
I'm
game
saying-
design perspective.
Yeah, from
like
the
whatever
game
you go to a
design
tower, everything's a weak whatever, and then the next one they're
that's a
not,
good
and then
idea.
the last
So
one
in the
they're
future,
elite.
I will
Yeah.
do that. But I
Yeah.
don't need to do that now.
But yeah, that's not a critique.
But I'll
of
tell
you,
you
Steve.
what. When we get to the 3rd tower, I'll make them all elite for you. How's that?
Okay, as long as the XP adjusts accordingly.
Yeah, since we're doing milestone XP, you got it.
We're doing milestone XP?
Of
Yeah.
course, I always do milestone.
Okay. I'd like to petition that we hit the milestone.
Nope,
This isn't a democracy, is it?
nope. You're gonna hit the milestone. Finish this, and you're gonna level up.
Yay!
I just don't know that we can. Like, we don't have the tools we need for this.
For the sake of time, I'd like us either to be in character and choose our direction.
Correct. I'm just telling you that's
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
But that's a good idea, and I wish they wrote that in the module. That's actually an excellent solution. I didn't even. If I thought of that, I would have done it. I'll be dead honest. That's a very good idea
Yeah.
for future. It's,
The minute it was a hard hit, and there's 2 of them, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is tough.
They needed
Yeah.
a 13 to crit us, and we needed a 13 to
I
barely
know.
hit. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I can hit with a
That's
12.
a good idea. I would have made them
Yeah.
weakened. I didn't even think about that, but that's a good.
That would have
I'm
helped
gonna
a
put
bit,
that in.
yeah.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, let's rest because I burned so many spells
Yeah,
just
we
trying to
rest.
survive.
A lot.
Me too.
You
Oh,
rest.
I am out of spells for the day.
So full rest?
Well,
I need my spells.
Okay, you can do a full rest if you want. You got
How-
Larry's.
you don't have any
lukewarms.
slots yet? Because that was I guess is the second
They're
part of
half
the
gone.
day.
That's our
I'll
second
say,
part, we're half
Okay.
gone.
yeah, Ataran hasn't spent much, but Ataran doesn't really have spells that can be used on these golems anyway. It is just going to be using the cantrip, so.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to, like, now that we know that I have to use bludgeoning, it's gonna come down to using bludgeoning attacks. So I just have to stick with my bow staff. which means I want to get rid of this enfeebled. And is there any way we can sit and ruminate and think about what it was and try to recall knowledge again
Of
on what
course.
energy type worked
Yes.
for them?
I would happily do that.
Of course you can.
I have
Oh,
a feeling
yeah.
out of character that our cold iron pick isn't enough. So I went looking. I don't think we found anything that's adamantine. So
Mm-mm.
Okay, Alhara thinks about this, and she's like, I think they're just big old scarecrows, and maybe if we burn them with fire, all the straw
kidding me?
inside
I'm
of
not
them.
thinking about them. I don't know shit. I'm asking Otteron, who's
Well,
smart.
this is what she thinks. This is
All
her
right.
internal dialogue. She has no freaking idea. You rolled a 3.
I mean, I wouldn't have rolled because I know I don't know.
I know, but I like to pretend
All
that
right.
you. Who doesn't think they might know?
I don't know. People all the
Otteron.
time are like, I don't know.
I'm a scientist. I don't pretend like I know what's going on in the medical field or in the physics field. I have no idea, so I keep my mouth shut.
Hap, on the other hand, is like, I don't know, was that like a big wind-up toy? I have no idea what that was. You got a critical failure. Otteron, on the other hand, realizes a few things. Otteron realizes, okay, the reason this thing was so damn hard is because they were made out of crystalline components from the Darklands,
ooh,
where glass was rare. So it was so tough to damage them, and that's why piercing and slashing does absolutely nothing almost. You have to bash them, because bashing will work really,
figured.
really well. There's something else that works really, really well against crystals.
shatter.
Sonic and shatter.
There you go.
Anything crystalline,
stuff.
shatter the crap out of it. Sonic it to death.
Yeah, Atron will voice up if Hap, do you have anything that creates loud noises or can do sort of sound attacks?
No, I don't have anything like that.
No, I don't either. I think we are pretty much reliant on bashing the thing until it melts from its own chemicals.
You know what's funny / sad? I actually
No,
would
tell
have
us.
used. I actually would have used my bow staff, which is bludgeoning damage, with a thundering rune, which deals sonic damage, except for
Ugh.
this one frickin' enfeeble point, which I was
Ugh.
like, I want to make sure I can hit these high level creatures, so I need
yeah.
all the
Well, if
bonus
we're-
I can.
Yeah, bludgeon
we're
doesn't
re-
do anything if you're not hitting the creatures.
If
That's the
we're
problem.
resting, then
That's all I do.
we can get you unfeebled.
Well, yeah, but the moment we walk in there again, we get re-feebled.
They
So-
cause enfeeblement?
No.
Oh, wait, that was from the roper.
Yeah,
That's
wait,
from the
didn't they
roper.
tell us we need to rest and... Oh my god, you guys? I swear,
Yeah.
you children?
Lauren, we removed Darius's enfeeblement.
Yeah, and mine I
I
wasn't
said-
worried about because I have a bunch of dex-based moves, so I was like, cool, I'll just use
Yeah, I
dex
know.
weapons instead.
And I was like, let's just rest and not waste the resources and get rid of all of it. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to rush into the next fight.
I mean, someone can throw lesser resto on me and we can go
Yeah,
fight them
we
again.
did a short rest after the roper.
We always do.
We healed up. Oh, actually, I had to for the restoration, which takes like a minute to cast.
You guys are using the strangest words I've ever heard to say. You were right, Lauren.
Because I don't agree.
Except that, like, I literally am.
Wow, you guys really have a weird way of saying I was right and you were wrong.
If you're
All
right,
right.
I'll tell you.
I think we all have a good plan now. I think we can handle it.
Yeah, I need to get rid of my enfeebled now that I know I have to use my strength weapon, but like,
Yeah,
I wasn't
makes
worried about
sense.
it when I'm like, I can literally just use this dagger and it still does a lot of damage. And
Yeah, and it would
would
have taken up one of my spell slots,
Yeah.
So.
which I was about to use for a heal, actually, on Riley. Oh, so, question is, are we doing just the however many minutes rest, or are we going to do full long rest, like full-on sleep, re-prepare, etc.?
So most of my spells that are gone are higher level.
I'd say short, honestly. I think now that we know what we're up against and we know what we need to use, did we figure out what kind of energy works well against them or no? Just Sonic, right?
Sonic.
All right, fine. Yeah, I mean, I think as long as we focus on buffing Darius and I up as much as possible, I think we can go in and roll floor stomp them because now we know what we need. I also need a lesser restoration to get rid of the enfeeble, and then like boom, done.
The enfeeble just take like an hour, have lunch, and the enfeeble will be gone.
Yeah,
Why are we insisting on wasting resources?
Do I have an idea
I
of how
thought we were
long it
told we had
takes?
to do a long rest.
No, it's just like a few hours, and we were
It's
like, no, we're
easily
not
been
going
a
to
few
do it.
hours. We
Yeah.
did like an hour after that first fight and an hour just now. So
Does Ataran know how long it would take? I thought they did.
Yeah, it'll take like half a day.
Yeah, so it is a long time. If we
Yeah, if
don't
you have
want...
to rest half a day, 12 hours, is that what that is? Or
So how about we do... Wait, let me verify my scroll first.
Well, you can start resting, and then I'll let you know after how many hours the enfeeblement goes away.
So Ataran will say this. If we do not want me to use any of my personal energy to do the restoration, so you will be less drained, I can use one of the 2 restoration scrolls for now, and then we will just replace the one later. How about that?
whatever works.
Okay. So Ataran will take out one of their 2 restoration scrolls, spend a minute chanting and, I don't know, massaging the area where Alhara was strangled by the Ripper, I don't remember, and use that scroll to do restoration, which will remove the enfeebled.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so now I only have 1 restoration scroll.
Yes, I gave you the link, and you have 1 restoration, the 3 remove disease, 3 remove poison. Yep. Moonstone diadem, lesser antidotes, lesser anti-plagues, lesser healing, 1 lesser healing. There you go. And you all, don't forget, have battle medicine and reflection of life. No one's used that. Okay. Alhara is good. I presume the resist energy goes away, because that takes... How long does that last?
It's just 10 minutes. It's super gone.
That's super gone. So, how long do you want to wait to see if the enfeeblement goes away, or do you just want to say, let's go back, or rest the whole night? It's whatever you guys want. Well, you already used a scroll, so I presume you're not going to rest.
No, I thought we were just going to go back.
All right, you
Get
tell
full
me.
hit points, get rid of enfeeblement. Let's
Yep.
go back in there with at least a plan.
An hour has gone by. We'll say that.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
But we
makes
need a
sense.
plan of, like, who's going to do what. Because I know that since it's immune to magic, the 2 casters have to figure out something that they can do to buff us or whatever. Enlarge is cool.
we should fight them
Yeah.
at the door. Do
Mhm.
not go into the room.
Super
So
great.
only one can attack us at a time in melee, at least.
My option is that I can help out by using Riley, but he's still enfeebled.
Nah, just if we're fighting at the door, he won't be able to get there. But if Darius stands at the door, who's better equipped to defend himself anyway,
Yeah,
I
but
can-
you said the
I can
casters
reach-
need to figure out what we're going to do.
And then,
Yeah.
Alhara reaches with the
and
bow
I've got
staff.
reach with my bow staff, which is my better weapon against them anyway.
Cool, so I'll figure it out. Cool.
And then you guys, everyone else can heal as we get damaged, and then we pull away when need to.
Yes, if I think I need to rely on actual spell strikes that I can do telekinetically. So maybe, Hap, I can have you hold one of the wands, so you do not have to use all your own spells for healing in case Darius gets very hurt.
I'm just going to keep making you all go really, really fast. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Haste would help, yes.
Sure, hey, sounds good.
Yeah, basically, all my non-cantrip spells are.
Well, let's
not
go do it.
useful on this thing. Okay, Hap, do you want to be in front of me?
Marching order.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Atron will walk up into that hallway to get an idea. I will have to be not at the end of the hallway so I can see the doorway and strike.
Okay, I'll be in back.
So maybe third person?
Because
Yes,
he's staying in
probably
his
third.
pet dimension.
Yeah, it's probably safer.
He's staying in his Pokeball. He's got a stick in there that he chews on, and when he's done, it's just a piece of charcoal. It's all burnt up.
Ataran will give you... let's see. Come on, scroll. One of these 2nd level heal wands to hold on to for this fight.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot we bought a wand of restoration.
So,
Oh, yeah, look at that. Wand of Restoration,
Yeah.
2nd level.
Do you mind if I undo my scroll use and say we use the wand?
Oh, fine.
Thank you.
mhm,
I'm sorry I forgot.
Yeah, you better be.
that's thank you.
You also have
Thank you.
Wand of Crackling Lightning. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping the receipt on that, and I'm going to trade it in. Well, the thing is, now that Secrets of Magic come out, I'm
There's
not gonna have
much good
Well, I'm
stuff.
gonna get rid of Lightning Bolt. Like
Word.
I've literally never used the wand. I kept my receipt. I'm just gonna see if I can trade it for the Fireball version, which is the same level and same GP and same thing, just for Fireball.
Good call. Okay, so I am behind Alhara and in front of Hap.
No, wear and tear, 10%. You know, you lose 10% of the value as soon as you walk out of the store.
I'm just gonna shove it up
restocking
Riley's
fee,
ass
really?
and forget about it.
Restocking
Restocking
fee.
fee.
That's 15%.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Okay. I see Darius, Alhara, Atara, and Hap. Hap can fly. There's enough room in the hallway if you wanted to, or just go on top of someone's shoulders. But
Alhara, maybe would the oil help on your staff? Mm-hmm.
I was looking. I've got a potion of quickness, which will save one spellcast of it.
Oh no, that has to be piercing or slashing.
We don't need to save
Never mind.
spellcasts right now.
Okay, well.
Well, because
Yeah, it's like
basically...
save a round, so you could put it on, Darius on the first round and get him up real fast.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's about the only thing I can think
Yes.
that I could do in terms of potion buffs.
Because I can use the rest of my spells on this fight, because I don't see any way that we're going to try and push pass after this, right? I mean, that'd be insane.
I think we'll go up top, but I don't think we saw any monsters from outside.
We
so-
can go take a peek and see what's
Yeah.
up there.
Okay. Alright, let's do it.
Okie dokie.
All right.
and Darius walks up to the hallway, up to the door. He looks in. Sure enough, there they are, standing in their alcoves, waiting for you.
Ataran will gesture and you probably have to go into the room to provoke them. So,
Well, let me try this. I pick up a rock and I huck it at the bottommost golem.
Okay.
Do you want the enlarge or not? Because the clumsy will give you -1 to your
I
initiative.
do not want the enlarged.
Yeah, it
Okay,
won't
good to
fit.
go.
Roll for combat!
Okay, you huck it.
They wake up.
And they wake up.
Here they come.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember to use the head of Vecna.